Things you didn't know about Giannis Antetokounmpo. He may be the two-time most valuable player in the NBA, but so much is still not known about Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's a good reason for that too. People can be excused for not knowing much about a player that rose to prominence in a foreign country. Giannis, of course, grew up in Greece and became a professional there before coming to the NBA. Even when he made the jump to the NBA, he wasn't a lottery pick, so there wasn't a lot of publicity for the foreigner. He then, of course, was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have one of the smallest fan bases in the league and generally don't get a lot of national attention with the small market. All of this has contributed to Giannis being a bit of a mystery to many still. Don't fret. We've got some of the best tidbits that will allow you to get to know the league's best player. As always, please subscribe, comment, and like this and any of our other videos you watch, providing a helping hand. Giannis grew up in Athens, Greece. His parents, however, were immigrants from Nigeria. This made things difficult for him and his family. His parents could not easily get to work coming from a different country. In fact, Giannis and his brothers were considered nationless. By the laws of Greece, Giannis wasn't a Greek citizen, despite being born there a full 3 years after his parents immigrated. Giannis wasn't a Nigerian citizen either. It wasn't until Giannis became an adult at age 18 that he was able to apply and become a Greek citizen. It had to have been an off childhood. In order to help his parents, Giannis and one of his older brothers had to give a helping hand. How'd they help provide and put food on the table? According to a New York Times interview, the pair hawked watches, handbags, and sunglasses on the streets of Athens. Basketball isn't the sport he loves most. You'd think it's a safe assumption that someone so good at basketball must love it above all else. It takes extreme dedication to make the NBA, certainly, but for Giannis, basketball isn't the sport he loves most. The sport is soccer. He grew up playing that sport instead of basketball. It wasn't until he was 13 years old that he first played basketball. He was a natural. He signed with the youth team of a professional basketball team in Greece just 2 years later. Still though, soccer is the first choice. It makes sense when you know his family's history. The patriarch of the family is the reason soccer took the top spot. Charles Antetokounmpo played soccer professionally in Nigeria prior to immigrating to Greece. Tragically, Charles died unexpectedly in 2017 from a heart attack. He was just 54 years old. Giannis has said he still thinks of his father all the time, and in fact recently paid tribute to him. Giannis and his longtime girlfriend got married in February, just before the birth of their child. They named their son Liam Charles in honor of his father. Talent runs deep in this family. Being a family with an NBA player isn't very common. Being a family with 2 children in the NBA is very rare. Being a family with 3 brothers in the NBA is nearly unheard of. In fact, there have only been 3 other sets of brothers to have at least 3 make the NBA, with the Barry brothers being the most famous. They, of course, were the sons of Hall of Famer Rick Barry. The Antetokounmpo brothers are up to 3. Giannis is joined in Milwaukee by his brother Giannis, while the youngest of the trio, Kostas, plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. They may not be done yet, however. The youngest of all the brothers could join them in a few years. Alex just graduated high school. While he had some offers to play in college, he instead decided to sign a 3-year deal with one of the top teams in Spain. He said he feels it would better prepare him to play in the NBA than college. If he is to make the NBA at some point, the brothers will be just the second group to go to 4 brothers. The only other ones are the Joneses from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. His nickname of Greek Freak is well earned. Giannis is known as a Greek Freak for good reason. He truly is a freak of nature. He's a tremendous athlete, on par with anyone in the league. When you mix that athleticism with his size, you get a freak. Giannis is still growing, so it's hard to pin down perfectly accurate numbers. Yes, the fact he's still growing makes him a freak by itself. Giannis was 6'9" at the time he was drafted. He's believed to have grown 2 inches since then. He also has an abnormally long wingspan. It was last measured prior to the draft, so it was likely increased. With his arms stretched as wide as they could go, he reaches an incredible 7'3". The wingspan has helped him smother opponents. He's been named to the All-Defensive Team 3 times. It also helps grab rebounds, as he's averaged a career best 13.6 last year. All that size also gives him massive hands. They are the 3rd largest we know, about at a crazy 9.85 inches.
Pass looking for Raleigh, tipped out, no, saved by Antetokounmpo, but Davis there to steal it back. Gets it down low, Thompson rejected at the rim.
Shaquille O'Neal is only slightly larger at 10.25 inches. Oh, and he's reportedly added more than 50 pounds of muscle since being drafted. Freak. He's a soldier. In Greece, it is law that all citizens must serve a year in the military. Giannis was let out of this duty. While a year is required, citizens who are living permanently abroad, like Giannis, are allowed to simply complete the 3-month training course. Giannis did this in 2016. He was, for 3 months at least, officially part of the Greek army. Sparta!